hardly rent any cards at this level. These are all cards I've accumulated with time and attention, and that includes things like monster flipping. That includes putting money into it, between 5 to 7,000 bucks over the years. A lot of that money was just money I earned from blogging on Steemit, and so it's too difficult for me to tell you what I put into this, but I can tell you that mostly it's time and attention, because I the small amount of money I had, I grew it by investing in intentionally investing in inexpensive cards, which then appreciate, then selling those, buying more inexpensive cards, watching them appreciate, selling them, then taking certain amounts of profits and buying cards that were really cheap, specifically for the sole purpose of reselling at a higher price. I call that monster flipping. Um, and just taking as much as I could muster to buy packs, because I understood what airdrops would do and how expensive they would be, and then sold airdrops. And also there was just a strategy along the way that has allowed me to turn a little into a lot. And I shouldn't say I don't rent cards. I mean, I rent some cards. GG, my brother. Gotcha. Let's do two more. We're gonna push into 50,000 in DC pretty soon. People were asking me to comment in my previous video about how you can earn 10 bucks with this game. They're asking me to comment on the $25 Dark G or 25 DEC per win at Diamond. Yeah, it's low, especially over the last month and a half. That's really, really low. It's been as high as 200, 300 at Diamond per win. But those were anomalies also. Like, those are more of an anomaly than this, is my first point. And second, when I give you this data in a video like that, I'm trying to make it as accurate as possible based on what I can give you now. That's why I used these unusually low numbers. And I still think that's exciting. Oh, and one more thing, Mom, thinking about it. People keep saying, or several people said, you didn't talk about how many rental cards you need to Diamond 2 or Diamond 1. Yeah, because I don't generally rent cards. And second of all, that video is not about how to rent cards to win. That video is about how much I earn at those various levels, so that you can understand the earning potential of those levels, assuming you have a way to have those cards in the first place, either through card ownership, maybe buying cards a long time ago, or maybe buying them now because you got a lot of extra money that you believe in and you believe in this game. I understand that's unlikely for most of you. That's $100,000 worth of cards I own. So for you to just copy my account, that's probably not going to happen. But remember what I said a few minutes ago about how I started with like a few thousand. In fact, I started with a few dollars, and then I started to like this game, and then I bought one card, and I bought one pack, and I got one cool card from the rewards, and it snowballed. And then I started saying, oh, this is really cool, and I can get some meaningful rewards, and these cards appreciate. What if I bought a few? And then it snowballed into this bigger thing where eventually I put about probably 7 grand in. Um, all that reinvesting over and over and over again turned it bigger and bigger and bigger till where I am now. So, you could do that too. And I say that all the time, like, this game has changed my life, and I believe it can change yours, but it's not overnight. And so some of the comments around that seem like, yeah, but I can't do it right now. And it's like, no, you can't. That would be, why would this game wouldn't make any sense if you could step in 3 weeks and have 100 grand. But it does make sense if you can step in and get a few dollars from cryptocurrency. It's like it's almost like a staking reward that you receive for your time and your attention. And then you make the intentional choice to reinvest that wisely over the course of months, weeks, years. Grow that. And then 25 DEC per win turns into hundreds of dollars, because it's invested wisely, reinvested over and again, 100 to 1,000 to 1,000,000 little moves that you do daily and weekly and across the years are going to just amplify that and turn it into something meaningful for everyone. Because I know $10 a day is meaningful to most of the world, but a few you don't think it's meaningful, because you live in Canada, you live in America, you think you need more money for your time and attention. Then this game probably isn't for you. But I would, before you just go ahead and wash your hands of it, I would say, what game out there that is fun is giving you any sort of meaningful rewards. This one's giving rewards, and you might argue they're not meaningful, but it's fun. So think of it, I said this before, and so many great, I got this from one of my commenters, I can't remember who. Think of this game as entertainment first and then opportunity second. And if you do it that way, you're gonna have great success because you're just gonna play the game, you're gonna enjoy it, and you're just gonna in the background without even thinking about it. Those little sums are gonna add up, pile up, grow, and those cards you're gonna get for free, like we got at the beginning of the game. Remember, I said most of them are almost extinct. When they go extinct, the prices go up. Not overnight, but they go up. It's a supply demand issue. And so just think about it in a long-term perspective and stop worrying about, this season I need to get to Diamond 1 because then I'll get 60 rewards and then I'll get a gold Lloyd legendary and then I'll, be able to flip that. And it's like there's so much eagerness there, and eagerness is great, but you got to be realistic. And if you watch this channel and think, oh, I can do that, yes, you can. You can do everything I do. You just can't do it overnight.